31st of July 2025. Welcome to Developer Update for July 31st. Today's featured world is Paradisa by Fins. It's PC only, but really detailed. This guy's really good. Someone should hire him. Announcements. The VRChat Film Jam is ongoing. It's still going. You can find all the details in our blog post found here. As a note, we recently added a facts and questions area. Go check it out. Summer Festival Jam updates. Summer is here. It's been here. Trust me, I know. I'm sweating so much. Help. The Summer Festival Jam winners will be announced on August 1st at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Keep an eye on our socials and # VRChat Jam section of the Discord server. We are also going to be announcing a new avatar row for the avatar marketplace that will run from August 18th to the 29th. But wait, you thought we were done? In collaboration with some of our amazing groups on VRChat, we'll be featuring avatars from the jam and celebrating summer festival vibes. You might even catch a developer at one of these events. No, not Tupper. There's more than just Tupper on the team, you know. This will be happening from August 1st to the 15th. Keep an eye out. We'll be retweeting events on our Twitter account, so be on the lookout for cool events you'd like to join. 2025 3.1 is an open beta. Yeah, it is. Go check it out. We've got an event calendar in there and everything. You can find the full notes here, hyperlink. The creator's roadmap has been updated. Woo, we did it. The creator's roadmap for July 2025 can be found here. You should read the whole thing, but here are some top level items. Since the last update, we've shipped a bunch of features. Build and publish on multiple platforms automatically. Build and test on Quest and mobile. Tune standard for mobile. Per PC, per platform overrides. VRChat camera settings. Network events. That wasn't all, though. We've made a bunch of other changes since the last update, which you can find in the full roadmap post. So what's new? A lot. Things you'll see added include stream audio, Fizbones for worlds, VRChat constraints for worlds, and VRChat contacts for worlds. More on some of those later. You'll also find an update on Soba. And there's some other stuff in there too. We aren't listing everything here, so yeah, check it out. Another hyperlink. Fizbones, contacts, and constraints in the what now worlds. Come on, keep up. Anyways, let's get into it. We're working on adding support for Fizbone contacts and VRChat constraints to the World SDK. This would allow for worlds in VRChat to use these components. Traditionally, they've only been able to be used in avatar projects. If you're not familiar with what these components are, here's a quick summary of each one and how they could be used in a world. Fizbones are changeable objects that physically respond to motion and collisions. They can hit against a collider in the world and on users, and users in VR are able to grab them and lock them to certain poses when the Fizbone allows it. In the worlds, Fizbones could be used for anything that needs secondary motion and would offer another way of interacting with a world to improve its immersion. Contacts are invisible triggers that can signal when a particular object enters and leaves them, similar in concept to Unity's trigger collision system. In worlds, the main use case we're expecting is that you'll be able to create contact receivers that can react to contact senders attached to avatars of the users in your world, allowing them to interact with objects in an immersive way. For example, by reaching out and touching contact receivers set up to detect the avatar's hand. VRChat constraints. are components that can automatically move, rotate, and scale objects in the relation of one or more other objects. Designed to be largely the same as Unity's own constraint system, the original purpose of the system was to improve performance and enable cross-platform compatibility for constraints on avatars. When used in worlds, they'll offer some additional functionality not available to Unity constraints, such as freezing an object in place, and they should also provide some performance benefit compared to manually moving transforms around every frame via Udon. Here's some clips of prototypes. In the context of a world, we're also planning to integrate these components with Udon. This would allow Udon scripts to both modify the properties of an existing component, for example, changing a fizzbone's property like a puff, like its pull or stiffness, and receive events from them in response to things happening. For example, a contact sender entering or leaving a contact receiver. This would be a significantly different approach to how these components work on avatars, where the set parameters on an avatar's animator instead to signal things when to happen. Supporting all of these tools for use in worlds have been a community request for quite a while, especially fizzbones. So if you're a world creator, please feel free to let us know how you'd want to use these components in your worlds to help keep us informed as we work on integrating them. You'll never leave. In 2025.3.1, we'll be adding a Days in VRChat app option to view the clock. You wouldn't abandon VRChat, would you? More camera updates. We're adding a few things to the VRChat camera. For one, we'll be adding a bunch of tooltips, hopefully adding context to most buttons, toggles, and sliders. We're also adding a new slider that allows you to adjust the camera's brightness. Additionally, the exposure can be animated with the camera dolly. More quality of life changes. We're always looking for little ways to improve your experience, and today we're happy to bring you 3 at once. These all came out of our recently concluded internal summer jam, where everyone working at VRChat can take a week to work on whatever they like. Clickable camera UI text, a very simple change that will make a specific set of people happy. You can now click or tap on the status indicators of the built-in camera screen to cycle between the available options. Oh, that's nice, actually. Better launch link handling. Have you ever clicked Launch World button on the website? If you have, then probably only once. The current behavior of always launching a new instance of the VRChat client is less than ideal, especially if you are already in VR. No more. Instead, if you have VRChat running, the button will now simply direct you to the instance menu page. Microphone test button. Are you a narcissist? Love hearing yourself talk. Or maybe you're just acutely aware that the microphone problems are the number one thing leading to smashed keyboards for anyone who has to sit through a Zoom call. Well, good news. You will soon be able to click a dedicated button to test your microphone by playing back a short recording to you. This way, you can make sure all your in cassette meowing important talking points are heard properly. Comes with a neat UI. Want to go fast? For those of you who prefer cleaner, less animated UI experience, we are adding a new option to reduce many animations. You can see what it looks like here. Oh, okay. This should be a nice accessibility feature, as well as the way to make things a little bit faster for those who prefer a more streamlined experience. Avatar pedestals compatible with Marketplace avatars in 2025.3.1. In 2025.3.1, which is currently in open beta, World creators can add avatars from the marketplace to pedestals. You do not need to be the original uploader of the content to be able to put it on a pedestal in your world. When the pedestals are interacted with by users, one of two things will happen. If they own the avatar, they'll switch into it. If they do not own it, the marketplace page for the particular avatar will pop up. This should provide an additional way for creators to advertise their wares in their own worlds, or have their friends do it for them. Ooh, server processing for worlds. You might have noticed that when you first load an avatar, you sometimes see a server processing step. This process helps us categorize an avatar in numerous ways. It also helps us catch avatars that are particularly rough from a performance standpoint. We're bringing that to worlds, although it will behave a little differently. Unlike avatars, you should not notice any increase in world load times. With that said, it could take some strange edge cases where the world will fail to check when they shouldn't. We fixed most of these cases during the ongoing beta, but if you notice strange behavior, you should let us know. When you are booted from a world that's having an issue, it will clear your logs that this happened. It will be clear in your logs that this happened. If this is happening to your world, send the world ID to our support team. Web updates, a small roundup from the web team for this update. Improved our image uploader to avoid increasing image sizes. You'd see unexpected errors about images being too large, much less often. Launched the calendar event future and various bits of user interface for it. You can read more about it in the previous dev update. Added some late breaking bug fixes. This is still in beta, but it's there. Fixed an issue where certain linked tags wouldn't go to the search UI correctly. Fixed an issue where the age verification status card suggested that a user who was age verified to be under 18 could choose to display it on their profile. Conclusion, and that's it. We'll see you again in 2 weeks on August 14th.